Alright guys, hello. So today we're going to learn how to do lightsaber effects in two different ways. So the first way I'm going to show you is probably a little bit easier, but it's a little messier, I guess. Actually, you know what? It's not messy at all. It just looks more cartoon-like. And then the second way is more of like what you see in the prequels. So let's get to it. So first what we're going to do is we're going to, of course, import the footage that we want to um, do the lightsaber effects on. So I just imported it and I'm going to make a new composition with it. So this first way, so this is just some footage from the School of Saber Fighting. I will put their channel in the description. They do a lot of cool stuff with lightsabers. It's pretty dope. But so first what we're going to do is we're going to go down here to our footage. We're going to select layer, new, sorry, layer, new, solid. I don't know if you guys can see my files or anything, but uh, we're going to make a black solid. So we're going to make sure that it's down there, black. Okay. Now that we have this black solid, we're going to type in Saber. And this first one, it's the Saber plugin. Saber. You can just download it by looking up Saber Video Copilot. And so we're going to drag it onto our footage or our new layer. So the default's going to be blue. And you can change it to whatever color up here, like green, yellow, red, purple, whatever. You know, we're gonna just start out. We'll go yellow. Yellow is a pretty cool color in my opinion. And so you can see on this side we have the settings over here. So first, what we want to do is we want to make sure that this saber actually looks good enough to be in the video. So we're going to go to core size and we're going to increase that to about 20 something. And you know, it's really whatever matches your video. You can change this stuff later as well. So for now, we're just going to leave it at that. And then we're going to go to customize core and we're going to go to start roundness. Now, lightsaber obviously at the bottom of it isn't like round like that. So we're going to make it, we're not going to put it down all the way because you don't want it too flat, but we'll put it at like, I don't know, like 0.25 or something like that. Or a little bit more. It's whatever you want, whatever fits your video better. And then the end roundness, we're going to raise that up till it starts to look a little bit rounder, like around there or so. And then to make the lightsaber look even more realistic, we're going to turn up the core softness just a little bit, because if you see lightsabers in real life, they're, or not real life, of course, but in the movies and stuff, they look a little bit, they don't look that sharp. They look a little blurred out. So we'll put it like 1.8 or 2, whatever. So after we got all of that, we're going to put blending mode, add. So now we got our lightsaber actually on frame. So what we're going to do now, we're going to animate this guy with the long hair, because why not? We're going to drag our saber over, and we're going to click the stopwatch for core start and core end. Now I would recommend turning the eye off, because it just kind of is a distraction. And so we're going to just scrub through frame by frame. Oh, I hate that it does that with videos. It like makes them go 2 frames and then I don't know. But if it does that to you, you can just go down to the keyframe and just hit the keyframe if it does that again, so you don't actually have to move them. And then, so as you can see, the lightsaber moves from here, and you can do core start and core end each, like you could do them at the same time or you could do them one at a time. I do them one at a time, but it really doesn't matter. So we'll start with this, so it's about right there. And then, like I said, it goes like 2 frames at a time. So we'll just click the keyframe, and then it's down here. And, you know, now it's down here. Now it's here. Alright, and then maybe we'll stop it right here, like right after they clash this time, because I don't want to make this tutorial too long. So we'll go back to the beginning, and then we'll actually start keyframing the front too. So we'll go like right here, then another one where there's 2 frames. Then we will put this up here. Okay, so now we're done with that, we could turn on the eye again and we'll see the actual lightsaber. And when you move your things around, it will automatically put motion blur in. And so if you want to fix some of the motion blur, you can. You can just scrub through each frame and do whatever you want. And yeah, it's kind of hard to match this one because this one's actually like kind of green. So let's see if we can manipulate this a little bit. Let's see, how can we do this? Yeah, and I hate it how it's like whenever he clashes in the sword, it like turns green. All right, we'll just have to deal with it. So as you can see, motion blur. So, and there's some pretty heavy motion blur, but I'll show you later. You can change the amount of motion blur that you have on the sabers. But you can see it's pretty accurate to how it looks on the film as well. So let's see. Hold on, we gotta change that one a little bit. And as you can see, it's like really wavy. Like it doesn't usually look like this wavy in the movies. And I'll show you how to mask it out because it's not actually going on the outside of his body, it's on the inside. Then yeah, so that's how you do that so far. Here, I'll show you real quick how to change the amount of motion blur because as you can see, that's just a lot. That's a lot. So you go to, see over here, we go to render settings, motion blur, and it's at 1 right now. So if we decrease it, as you can see, it starts to go down. So, and you increase it, it goes up. The max is 2, which is a little bit crazy, I would say. So I would say keep it at either 100 if your film is a little cartoonish, but I usually keep it like 75 or something. So here, I'll cut down the footage real quick, just so it, or actually I'll just leave it, it's fine. So as you can see, it looks pretty good. There we go. So I'm going to show you how you can mask out the saber from his body. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on your solid, go to the pen tool, and just mask around where you don't want that lightsaber to be. So it's around his body. You don't want that in his body. So you don't have to be super precise with it because you could change it later. But what you do is after you do that, you go back to your, you go down to alpha mode and put mask core, and then you go invert mask. And as you can see now, it's on the other side. That looks a little sharp though, and a little unrealistic. So what you can do is you can go down to your mask that you just made, and you can put the mask feather up. So I'm gonna put it to like 5. Still a little bit sharp, so you can change it. See, because it's like right here. So go there. It's, yeah, looks a little bit better, I think. And so you got that. But the thing is, you got the mask on there forever. So if you want the mask to just stay on that frame, all you have to do is Control Shift D, to split the footage, and then on the very next frame you go Control Shift D. What you actually want to do is you just double click on it, drag it out of the frame, and it'll just stay there. And then same for this one. When you go on it, you just double click it, drag it out of the footage. And there you go. You got your first lightsaber thing. All right, now on to the second one. So now what we want to do, this one's, you don't need any downloads or anything. All you need to do is you need to, this one's a little bit more complicated though, and it takes a little bit longer, but it looks like cleaner for like live action stuff. I think the other method is better for like Lego stop motion stuff. But yeah, so we go new solid like last time, but we go up and we go with a white solid. And then after we select the white solid, we are going to hit the eye so we don't see it. And now on the white solid, make sure you're on the white solid layer. You're just going to make a six point mask on the sword, well, on the lightsaber. And so on the middle one, you drag it a little bit so it gets rounded. And then go here, round the middle, just drag it there, and we connect it. And there we go. We got a sword or a lightsaber. I keep messing that up for some reason. Right here. And here, let's fix it a little bit because it doesn't look very good. So yeah, and the thing I like about this is that you can completely follow the blade. That's why it's better for live action, is because, you know, it doesn't simulate the motion blur of the blade. It's just extremely precise. So you can turn the eye back on. I think that looks pretty good. Whatever. So what we do now is we go to masks and we mask the path. And so we can go frame by frame through the footage, and you just, oh, oops, hold on. It does that sometimes. Just gotta click here, here. And we just drag it where we want, or what looks best. And since this saber is going from here to here, you might want to drag the outer part of the blade to where the last inner part was of where it's going to kind of simulate that. Or actually, you know what? Since this is live action, you just follow how the blade looks on the screen. What am I even saying? So yeah. And then I guess we'll just drag this in like a weird, funky way because it kind of does that weird shape. And then keyframe that again. And yeah, just make it match the thing. So we'll scrub through and get a little bit of footage. And I'm sorry if this tutorial is not very good. I don't have a lot of time. I just decided I wanted to do it today, the tutorial. So yeah, and then you can round like the edge a little bit if you think like the lightsaber looks too like sharp or whatever, but it doesn't really matter. And yeah, so if you have any, and by the way, if you have any questions, just ask in the comments and I will definitely answer it to the best of my ability. But you know, these are like, in my opinion, like the best way you can do lightsaber effects. Like I used to do saber movie effects on the iPhone, but this stuff is just so much better, so much easier, or not easier, but like sometimes saber movie effects would like glitch out and stuff like that. But yeah, this is definitely a lot better. And we'll just say we're done there. Okay, so let's see, we'll turn the eye back on, and yeah, definitely not a very long sequence there, but you know, trust me, it'll look good on camera. But I'll show you guys how to make it glow, and we'll show you some lightsaber clash effects as well. So, um, and I'll leave those clash effects in the description. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to get a new solid that's black. So just go down here, new black solid, okay. And we're going to put this solid under the white solid. And we're going to duplicate this white solid 4 times. So press Control D 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're just going to feather it out so it'll, you know, obviously have that glow. So first one, I would say do 5 on the mask feather. On the second one, I would say do 5 as well. Or no, sorry, 10. On the third one, we're going to do 30. And as you can see, it's already starting to glow a little bit, but we're going to make it glow a lot. Fourth one, 60. This might be fine already, but I want to make it glow even more. And then on the last one, 120. Okay, so now we got our glowing blade. As you can see, moves through. So now we're going to take the original footage, just make a new composition out of it, and take that last footage that you just worked on with the lightsaber, and just drag it on. And when you drag it on, it'll be there, and you just go to blending mode. Well, you right click on the footage, blending mode, add. That's how you make a composition appear when it's first black. It'll just do that. So now you got your lightsaber, and it looks really good, trust me. Like when you put color on it, it'll look really good. So to put the color in it, we go into the effects panel and we search color balance, and we'll drag that over onto our new composition, and you can make it whatever color you want. You know, if you know how to color mix, then you should be pretty good at this. Here, we'll make it like a prequel blue. All right. So for a prequel blue, we'll just say green balance 25, blue balance 100 maybe. Mid-tone green balance we'll put 50. Blue balance we'll put 100. Or actually no, 0 green balance. And then highlight green balance we'll put like 15. Actually, you know what? It's really bad. And then highlight blue, do 100. No. And then there you have it. That's a prequel blue lightsaber right there. That looks pretty good to me. And if you don't like how it looks, like let's say we were to reset this, and we'll put like the shadow red up, and we'll put or you know what, we'll just leave it like that. Hold on. We'll put the shadow red up, and you think it looks way too dull, then you could just duplicate it, and it already looks a little bit better. See? Or duplicate it again as it gets more red. But you don't want that many, obviously. So we'll just leave it. Let me stop duplicating these. Hold on. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to do clash effects. So in the description of this video, I'm pretty sure I'm going to put like a downloadable file. But so what we're going to do is we're going to take that file, get the lightsaber clash, and hold on, let me import it. We're going to put it on top of our footage so that'll show up. And so on the frame where the lightsabers hit each other, like right here, I'm thinking is where the lightsabers hit each other. We're going to go to blending mode so right click on the screen, because it'll just show a black screen with a lightsaber clash. Right click and then click add. and just drag it onto where the lightsabers clash onto each other. And you can go and to transform it and raise the scale or whatever. Like if you want like a really big clash like this, you could raise it, because I like my clashes big. And if you want another clash, you don't have to go and import the same thing. You can just Control D on it and duplicate it. Put it right here. Wait, hold on. Did they hit right here? Yeah. And let's see. They look like they hit right here too, because the lightsaber turns green when they hit each other. Right here. Let's just see how that looks. As you can see, the lightsaber clashes look pretty good. And that's about it. And I think the file also comes with lightsaber sound effects, so you guys can play with that too. It's been good teaching you guys how to do some lightsaber effects. I hope this helps in your future films or whatever you're doing. Or if you just want to screw around with lightsaber effects, I hope this was a good video for you. See you guys later. Brick Maestro Productions out.